What's going on, y'all? JT here with an unboxing and look at the all-new Hyper VS2E buggy. Now, this is a race buggy, so I'll put a link in the description below, but you guys also see there, you can get it from Hobao-racing.com, and they do have parts online. I got this from their US warehouse, so some of you guys have always wondered about Hobao cars and stuff, and where can you get parts from. You can get a majority or all the parts literally for their cars online. If they're not here, you can probably find them on eBay, but I get a lot of my parts from my cars online because they are in a US warehouse. Now, I did an RC update on this a while back, and this buggy is loaded with features. So, and this, like I said, this is a race buggy, so I do plan on, once I get this together, get it painted and stuff, and take it to the track, and I will show you guys some of the paint stuff and what I plan on doing for the body. And I'll try to shoot a video on what I'm going to do with painting, because I'm going to do a little different technique when I paint this. But let's go ahead and let's get this bad boy open, and I'll show you what's inside. And you guys know it. Oh, yeah. Showing you what's inside. So I did take a peek at this earlier because I did go ahead and I wanted to get some paint to kind of match the lime green color of the body, but you will have to glue the tires and wheels stuff together. So this is the almost ready to run version. That there, and I will have to put my electronics in it, and then here's the body as well, and this is kind of strapped down. So, and of course here's the wing. So let me get all this out real quick. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's nice. Look at that. Look, mud guards on the rear. I think this is going to be an excellent handling buggy, but let me go ahead, let me pull all this out, and then I'll show you what all we got. All right, guys, so getting this out, you guys see, as I said, it's almost ready to run, so it's like 80%. Of course, you got to add your own electronics to it. And this also comes in a nitro version, and then a nitro version is almost ready to run as well. So there's a link in the description to this particular buggy, and then there's also a link over there to the Hobao site. You guys know I have a couple of Hobao cars myself. I've owned the Hyper T, the Hyper Plus, the Hyper Plus 2, etc. And they've all performed well, and I have high expectations for this buggy. I really do. So I did mention that for the body, you guys see this here. It is unpainted, and you guys see there at the very top, this also is the same body that's used for the nitro version with this. So what I did was I went to Hobbytown earlier today, and I did see actually a couple people up there that recognized me from YouTube. So I'm saying what's up to you guys. Appreciate the love y'all showed me at Hobbytown. And you guys know I had this actually underneath my arm as I was walking around securing this with me. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this. I got these three colors. I'm going to try to get close to matching the color scheme and kind of the, I guess, the color layout of the body. I got this stickers right there, and I think that's going to be pretty much close to matching that kind of yellowish green that Hobao has there for that. I'm going to try to match that body color for it. And I also got black and I got gray. But what I'm going to use to do it this time is, I've never really used this before, but this is like a mask that you actually take, and I may try to do a video on this, guys. I don't know if I can find the time to do it, because sometimes I just do stuff. But you want to kind of dip this out and pour this over the body, and I actually got a paintbrush. You can probably dip it in something and kind of spread it over the body. And then once it's spread over the body, what you can do is on this side, once it kind of dries, you can kind of make designs and stuff in it, and then go on the other side and just slightly trim around it, and then peel it off and then spray paint and get your designs and stuff. So that's what I'm going to try to do. It's going to be my first time doing it. I know some people also use the spray as well, where there's a spray where you can spray on the inside and do that. But I'm going to look up on this a little bit more because it'll be my first time doing it. I want to make sure I at least do a good job on the body, but I wanted to show you guys that. And if not, I'll at least have some photos of something as I go through the build and stuff of this vehicle and painting the body and stuff for it as well. So of course, before we get into this, this comes with a pretty good instruction manual, and it's got all the information in there if you guys kind of want to flip through. And I do recommend you kind of go through it as you get familiarized with the buggy, the parts, and how to install the servo, etc. on there, because you're going to need that for this particular vehicle. Now, for this, it's not going to take long to actually put all this stuff on here. Of course, this is the wing and stuff for it, and it's actually pretty sturdy and heavy. And they also have the motor mount that's in there, and the motor mount, of course, the motor's going to fit here. You're going to be able to adjust this left and right, slide it forward. This is for if you're going to use an antenna, but I'm going to use one of my tactic radios that does not have an antenna on the receiver to mount that through there. And then I'm going to put one of my Power Hobby servos in there because I want a pretty fast, good, strong servo in here for this. but the layout of this buggy is nice. I mean, this is solid. It's made of a lot of CNC aluminum parts on it. You guys see that these turnbuckles, these are thick with this. And one thing I did want to check, okay, checking on this steering forward. So I was checking on a couple things with the steering forward, and it does seem to be good. I know they did some updates, so this just isn't their regular buggy, and they just added like mud guards to the back of it and you call it a new version. They actually kind of went in and redesigned it, so I'm very curious on how this is going to run. For now, I'm probably going to use, I may do a 2200 kV motor. I have a 2050 and a 2200, so I may do my 2200 kV motor in here with the 150 amp speed controller, and that should be plenty with probably about a 15 to, I may do a 16 or 17 tooth pinion gear in here. But you guys see the way this is designed in here. This buggy is laid out excellent, and like I said, I know I said it once, I'm gonna say it again, I cannot wait to get this out and get this running. There's a little plastic ring right here. Oh no, it's not, it's just embedded into it. So I am going to have to myself go through the instructions and familiarize myself with the buggy. I don't want to just throw electronics on it and get out and run it, because there's probably some good tuning tips or some information you should probably think about with this particular vehicle, because I need to look at what kind of oil they put in the center diff, the front diff, and the rear diff, and then also what kind of oil is in the shocks. But I at least wanted to get this out and show this to you guys. And the tires and stuff seem to be an excellent race compound in general, just for running on a track. And you guys know we do have the Loganville track here. So the weather's going to probably be getting better in the next couple of weeks or months at the most, or month and a half. And I'll definitely get this up and get this running. I know they are doing several race series up there, and they have some practice days. So even if I just get up there and do a practice day with it, it'll be good to get this running. But I am excited to really get this going, because I've been waiting on this for, I don't know. They announced it a couple months ago, and then, you know, you get the pre-orders and stuff in for it, and then it finally they get here, and you're like, yes. You're kind of glad it's in here. So, but anyway, guys, that's going to be a look at this. Put your comments down below. I did see maybe 1 or 2 videos on YouTube. I think another guy had kind of guided and was kind of putting together and running and stuff, and I was kind of listening to what they were saying about it. But I'm actually gonna, and this has got actually oil in the diff too. That's a good thing. So I got to see what kind of fluid are in these differentials, and then from that point build it up from there. But I am gonna, like I said, paint the body close to, I may not get exactly like they have it, but I'm gonna get the body close to that with this, and then get this running. So you guys put your comments down below. Like I said, stay tuned for some videos of this. I'll try to do some build videos. If not, I'll just take a couple of photos as I'm going through, but it's not that much to build to it. It's just gluing tires and wheels, and then putting the electronics in it, and then doing this body and using that window mask. That's going to be the interesting part. But I'll try to keep you guys up to date as I start to work on this. I'll probably have this done within the next several days, and then at least try to give it a couple of trial runs before we take it out, and give it some track runs, and then give it a little bit of bashing and stuff, because it's not only a race buggy, but it's built solid. It's also can be a good bashing buggy, and then it can also possibly be a good speed buggy too. So I'll be looking at gear ratios, what's the maximum pinion gear you can put in with this center diff, and then from that point I'll be seeing what if you can fit spools and stuff, because I know some guys, they want an all-purpose kind of buggy where they can take it and kind of run on a track, they can bash, and they can also make it speed too. So anyway, guys, that is a look at this. Put your comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.